Dogs, Indiana and Arden, and we're here for Doga, yoga for you and your dog. It's a partner yoga class, a time for you to do your yoga and your dog to do their yoga too. We combine them together. Doga is a traditional yoga class, so we start our yoga class in a nice, easy, seated position today. You could do actually lying on your back, you could be sitting on a couch, you could be in a chair. You don't have to be on the floor. So wherever you are, join us by tuning into your breath in the nose and out the nose, in the nose, out the nose. Starting to tune into calmness and peace. Coming into a state of yoga that's different than our regular state of moving around and rushing and needing to be somewhere, or too much thinking of the past and thinking of the future. One of the greatest things that we learn from our dogs is being able to be present, to be now, here, to be calm, to be peaceful. We'll chant the sound of Om. It unites us together with your dog and with each other. It's the universal sound. Deep inhale. Om. So we to start our practice and to close our practice, so the dogs know that when we it's time for our yoga. So I'm going to move out of my easy seated position of a lotus position. You could have just been in a cross-legged if lotus is too much. I'm going to move into a pose here for Indiana. I'm going to come over to my hands and knees, and for me, I'm going to press back into a child's pose and then give a nice, good stretch here for Indiana. Nice. We're going to do a nice flex and point and flex and point and flex and point. And then for the person, a nice flex and point and flex and point and flex and point for you. And I'll move to her back legs. So it's a nice point and bend and point and bend and point. And a rub here. Good girl. And into the other leg. And I'll move into another pose for me, okay? So we work in a pose while we're working on the dog. And a nice flex and bend and point and bend and point. Okay, because we're doing poses that are for me and for the dog. Arden, you ready for a little move here? I'm going to come into a wide leg squat for a person here. Arden, she said, okay, I'll roll over on my back or not. She likes to do more of the standing poses for a dog and inhaling and lifting. Good girl. And then releasing down, and I lift up her back legs. And always making a sound with your breath. Because yoga breath is a conscious breath and has sound. The Ujjayi breath, it's breath that has a sound quality to it. You can do one leg stretch here for a dog, one leg stretch. And then I'm going to come back over to Indiana. She just loves to lay around on the mat during our yoga session. Good girl. Turn it over. Nice. Stretch it out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Nice long stretch here for Indiana over her head. I could turn my head a couple times. It's nice. Or just leave it down. Nice. I inhale, I come up. I'll move into a straight leg pose for me and a nice stretch here. And I lift up. Good girl, Indy. Heart open. Great. I'll move around, coming into a pose for me. The downward dog for me here. Pedal through your feet like you're walking in place. Walk out your dog. You can take one leg up in the air. Bend it and look under your arm. Feels good just having my head here on Indy. Indiana's new to Doga. It's been just less than a couple years that she's been doing it. And as you can see, she loves the lying down poses. If your dog is standing, you can do your tail. A lot of acupressure points in the tail. Okay, good girl. Okay, we want to come over to third eye point and into the ears and the crown chakra, into the jaw. One leg stretch. Person, one leg stretch. One arm stretch. Good, I can rest back. And other side for me. Reaching, rubbing down the spine. So, if your dog is on one side and you need to get the other side, you know, you can flip them over or you can wait until they're on their other side later in the day. Indiana, she loves to do star stretcher pose or she'll be sleeping and have one leg up in the air. Good girl. Little massage here, rolling the shoulders. Nice. So for bigger dogs, you know, we work with them on the ground. Here is great. Nice, Indy. Little bend in, bend out, bend in. Nice, or stretch up. Good job. Relaxing out, relax in. Nice, Indy. So if she turns over and sits up, it would be so nice. Thank you, sitting. So, see you later. All right, so we'll move into some poses. That's right, downward dog it. Woo! Stretch that out, stretch it out, stretch it out. I want to make sure she's here on the film. So again, she just rolls over. She's seated. You can start doing poses where you're holding on to them. Good job, Indy. You have to stay in touch with our show and see how the poses progress. Good girl. I'm going to lift her up. Take a nice twist. Inhaling. Exhaling. Nice. Little warrior one here. One leg bent, one foot turned to the side. Little arching. So this, of course, this is smaller dog poses. Girl. You can hold them here. A little more weight for an arch. Turning. Arching. So we're never hurting ourselves or our dogs, okay? We're always supporting them. Even when we lift their legs, we get nice and underneath and into the armpit, the leg pit. Come center, do a nice hang here. Oh, yeah. She said, I need a stretch. Back leg stretch. Good girl. Front leg stretch. Yes. Good. And I come back down to a seated position, and I'll take my legs straight out. Arden, she loves her flip over pose. Nice. Our little big belly, stretching the arms, circles. Little reflexology on the paws. Find your breath, inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, you rub into her jaw. Let them feel your calm, feel your relaxation, feel your conscious inhale and exhale through the nose. Nice rubbing of the belly. Double leg stretch here, one leg stretch here. So Arden's funny, like she's just learned to start going on her back. I used to do most of my Doga with Coley, who was the creator and founder of Doga with me in 2001 when we lived in New York City. He passed away a couple months ago. So Doga is on a transition with new dogs. We come forward, stretch for me. A moment of bonding with your pet, just relaxing your belly on top of them. This is a nice bolster. It feels good. I don't need to go that much deeper. I love this connection here. Our hearts attached, our chakras attached. Do some research on chakras, the energy centers, okay, that run through the whole spine. Okay, from the top of the head, the third eye point, the crown, the throat, the heart, the belly, the lower body, okay? So you can find chakra points on a person and on a dog. Good job, Arden. Small dogs, we can also use them as for side weights. That feels nice. Arden's humming. Struggling and humming. They want to get down, you let them get down. Our yoga practice is a process, and it's something that the dogs will do throughout their life, hopefully, and throughout yours. So they'll learn and get a little better each time. This is a nice extra weight on my side. Nice little hummer. She's going hum, hum. Good, and coming forward. Nice. Release forward. Indiana, you want to come back on the mat? You guys are just like, oh, I'm just going to relax here and let mommy do a pose. So you turn over, cross your ankles, come forward, hands and knees, and then you just press back into your downward dog and let your head go down. Upward dog, roll yourself through, shake your hair out behind you. Open up your chest, okay? Roll backwards and forwards. This is a move you want to do a few times a day if you can. Doga definitely doesn't have to be only when we're on the mat. Doesn't have to be for 20 minutes. It can be 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. When you wake up in the morning, you do a forward bend, okay? So you cross, come forward, come to your feet. So in the morning when you wake up, take a little bend in the knees and just come forward and find your dog. They can stay on the ground. Okay, you get a nice forward bend. Look, you could do one leg stretching. Good job. Other leg stretching. So if you have a bigger dog, you do one leg. You don't have to do fancy 2 legs. But like Coley, he was only about 25 to 30 pounds, usually about 28 pounds. He'd fit right in here. And actually, Coley, turn him around, he put his feet up on me. Anytime you can get the legs, you know, to stack up on you and let the dog just rest. Go for it. You'll find that there'll be poses that you'll love more than other poses, and the same thing with your dog. Good job, Arden. Let's do our ha 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 meditation, which is a sound that dogs make, going ha 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 when they get all huffy and puffy. If you look up the definition of ha ha, it means to be outrageous. Laughter is probably one of the greatest tools of healing and making us better people. So we'll come into a laughter exercise for a moment. We go ha 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 ha. Good job. Andy, you want to come do ha-has? Come back here. Good dogs. So your ha-has, they make you a little bit. And kitty, make you feel good. So that's something that we want to do a little bit of every day. Let's read the Do As I Do Guide to Living a Dog's Life. This is from Dog Blessings. Awake without complaining over chronic aches and pains. Awake without complaining. If we could all just awake without complaining, right? That's one of the greatest things that dogs teach us, is they just wake up and it's a new day and they're like excited to go and there's no thinking about what happened yesterday. Set a steady course and don't howl and yowl over your problems to everybody else. Nobody wants to hear them, even though you want to hear your friends' problems. But wouldn't it just be great if all of us were like our dogs and we just said, I'm happy, happy, happy all the time. Be grateful food is there, even if it's about the same thing every day, right? Take correction and direction to learn from your mistakes and don't hound yourself about it. Yeah, if we could all just stop beating ourselves up all the time. I'm going to switch a leg. Stretching here for me. Be good. Be true to all around you. There's no good in deceit and lies. I don't think there's ever been a dog who's ever lied. And, they are just pure truth and pure love and no deceit in a dog. And that's what we're here to learn from. Our poses can be simple at first. You can move into the downward upward later in your life of your yoga practice. If you just sit the whole time in a nice easy pose, being with your pet, that's yoga, that's Doga, okay? So as long as you're with your breath and you're with your dog, that's all that's important. Don't take it personally if someone is too busy, too bothered, or too stupid to give you some quality time. That's a big one, We always take things very personally, and if we could only, not let it bother you. It's probably not about you. Good girl, Arden. Yeah, you love that. Good girl. She said, I like to stretch. So you could have your dog's paws up on your shoulders. You want them to be happy and calm. There's no forcing and getting them all, hot and flustered. You go easy. You do a pose here, a pose there. I'll take another pose for me. I'll take a pose here for me where I sit and stretch out my toes. Relax without cigarettes and alcohol and sleep without pills. Be comfortable wherever you lie down. So that's a huge one. Yoga is about being comfortable in every posture. One of the Yoga Sutras says you must be completely calm and comfortable in each pose, whether it's sitting with your toes like how I have them right here, or whether it's in Shavasana that we're moving into, whether you're lying down on your back, okay? You're calm and you're comfortable, okay? You could be twisted up in a big bind here. You could twist and be upside down and still be calm and comfortable. So as we move into our final pose, we will come down into Shavasana, which is sometimes also called corpse pose, because you should be that still. You can be just lying there completely flat with no movement. I'm going to take a little bit of our Serenity oil I've lost my dog, so I'm going to take a second here to just make the room a little bit, the aromatherapy a little bit more beautiful. Here comes Arden. Come back. Yeah, here she comes. Here she comes. So Arden, I rub a little bit of the doTERRA oil on her, and we once again dedicate our practice to Koli, who created Doga. We come to lie down, and it's nice to have your dog lying on you. They can also be next to you. It's good to connect your bodies whenever you can by putting the dog on you or up against you. This helps to sink your belly low and give your internal organs a little nice massage. That feels so good. We'll do a couple ha, 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 ha. And then coming for a few moments of quiet and stillness here. Shavasana is a pose we do at the end of every practice. Yoga is a practice. Doga is a practice. It's something that we want to come to and do every day so that we get better at it and that our dogs get to know it more. But this last pose, you could stay in for 5, 10, 20 minutes. Up to you. You're welcome to go off on your own for a moment and take a few breaths and then come back and join us. We're going to go ahead and slowly bring our knees into our chest. With Arden where she is, I could do some nice lifts. Starting to wake up the breath. Wake up the hips. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then as you come out of a lying down position, you turn yourself to the side. Roll yourself over here. And then slowly make your way up to a seated position. Come on, Arden, come on back. Coming into a seated position here, back to cross leg. Or if you wanted to come into a lotus, you could. Hey, Arden, 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 here she comes. Curly's actually one of our best Doga dogs, but she likes to do it on her own. So Curly will be joining us here and there. She loves to do her lifting postures and balancing postures. So, and she's going to get her hair done soon, so she'll be a little bit more camera ready. All right, we'll do our oming one more time. Deep inhale. Om. I got a kiss on the lips from Curly on my Om. Inhale. Om. Om. Take your paws into prayer. And we say Pamaste. That means I bow to the light in you and you bow to the light in me. May everyone have a beautiful Doga day. We'll see you next time.